The most anticipated build for my arcade 1-up Fast and Furious yet. The games that are on here is the reason why I decided to, hey, forget the gaming box. I want the PC build, and I'll show you why. Here's my full unboxing and review and some gameplay. Don't take it easy on me. I'm a little rusty on some of these, but now I got these at home. Plus, I'll give you a couple of pointers in case you run into a few minor hiccups in this Fast and Furious Buy Stuff Arcades PC build. I'll tell you, Loki knew we were opening something and she could not wait to see this either. There should be a return note in here for my old gaming box. So $50 credit, be sending that back because we will no longer need that. So not only will they give you a return label to ship that box, but they'll give you a package to send it in. So you won't have to do anything except just drop it in here and mail it. Thank you for your PC upgrade kit purchase. Please follow our installation instructions right here, pclightguns.buystuffarcades.com. For tech support, please email info@buystuffstore.ca. And your standard buy stuff checklist, it's the PC 1 terabyte, nice, AC power tested, a sticker, and everything else, including the credit. So yeah, the checklist, all the good stuff is right underneath these large bubbles. And let's get right into it. Here we go. Have a nice power strip. Here's the cheat sheet. Get into some of those. Here's our big power brick. And this baby right here, this was where the weight was coming from. This was a heavier box. Fast and Furious PC. This is the final thing I'll ever have to do to my Fast and Furious. Everything is on here. And Loki's just happy she has another box. We're not gonna ship you back to Canada though. Only the old gaming box. You're staying here. As far as the install, it's just a matter of a few plugs going into where the gaming box once sat. Now this is where the PC is. A little difficult to mount this. Might take a second person holding it. I kind of had to pre-drill some holes and then get that to be in place. But I mean, you have to have the gaming box already installed. Like all this rat's nest of cords already has to be in place, where it's just a matter of just plugging and playing, plug and play the one gaming box to the PC. And the gaming box, like, it was glued on there. Like, that tape that they give you, it's no joke. I had to like take a screwdriver and like pry this off. So be careful. You don't want to damage this, and this is going to get sent back to buy stuff. So it's the white USB that's going in here, and then the HDMI that's coming from your encoder board right here. And this USB is for the light up coin doors, which was not intact. So I went to town on this, duct taped it, so that is powered. There's also other ports on the bottom. Now there is a power button on here. Not sure if I have to leave that on the whole time, or if I'm going to operate through this now, which I'll get to that in a second. But I'm not going to close this up until this is completely running. But it's a matter of just plugging these in. That's basically it. The power coming out the back. Your standard arcade 1-up. You have that. It goes through this. This that connects to that will plug into the new power strip, and it's labeled arcade. And then the PC will plug in where PC is. This is right into arcade, and then I'll go PC. So if you have the Pixelcade, if you have the marquee, that would go in there. So I mean, everything's labeled, and then it says to leave it at low. So yeah, it's a matter of two things plugged in there. This is plugged right into the wall, and it might be that easy. So when I flip the switch, this is what happened with the monitor. Go around the back side where the coin doors are plugged in, the USB, that shut off too. So I took the PC out, lifted up the fan. These things can shift in transit. So I just kind of wanted to show this on how I got this going. I lifted it up, it reset, and then I put the cover back on, and I'll have a link on how to take that cover off. Very simple. Okay, I reconnected everything. I installed the box back on. It's just a matter of one USB port and the main power. Unless you have anything else like light up coin doors going in here, that's it that plugs into there. Now, I tested this out. You can plug this directly into the wall. You don't need this right here. And it will actually turn on. You can actually hear the startup by pressing the power button on the bottom. So now that everything is reset, this should fire up no problem. And I do want to say that Buy Stuff within less than 24 hours had resolved this, had answered my questions on the weekend. So just throwing it out there, if you run into any issues, it's just simple. Open this up, move the fan around, close it back, and you should be good. So just make sure that switch is lit. You'll see the Arcade 1UP plug light up green. This is plugged into PC. This is Arcade. And I am just going to go around the other side and flip the on switch. And fingers crossed, everything should now, the light up coin doors, the marquee, the monitor, and of course the PC should all work at the same time. Turn it on. The marquee, the monitor should, I heard the PC click. The HDMI is in, so whatever is playing on the PC, coin doors just lit, should show up here. It just takes a second to reboot. There we go. This was not happening before, so it works. Not that I didn't believe it, but it just, after a couple of troubleshoots, we got it. Oh, one last thing. As I pull up this cheat sheet, something I did learn. My gas pedal was not working. Everything that you see on here, the USB has to be unplugged from the PC. So holding the buttons down, turning it on, and then plugging in the USB. As long as the USB is out, hold the buttons down, then plug it in, and everything you'll feel the rumble and it will work. I just wanted to throw that out there. A, B, X, Y, the coin, there's my start, and the directions on how to leave a game, how to start a game. This one tells you where you are, this one tells you where you were, this one tells you where... No, I don't have to change anything out, even though they gave me this right here. This is all the same, so I don't have to open this up. I am good to go. I will have a link in the description for Buy Stuff's basic control operations here. And you can use the shifter. You can go through and select. It is a little sensitive. Or their new thing is, look at, if you press B, this is great. Or go A, it will go up. So A or B controlling this is gonna be awesome, because I have had a little bit of getting used to with the gear shifter. It's very sensitive. Now I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go this. Let's check out some games. I mean, this is what it's all about. There was a little bit of a hiccup in the process. I just wanted to document this. Buy Stuff came through. They always do. So if you run into anything, drop the guys a line, refer to some of the videos, pop a question in the comment. We've all been through this. So let's get to some games here that I have not played. So yeah, there's a few on here. And when I say a few, I mean a lot. There are some categories here. There's a Fast and Furious. There's a Ridge Racer. So the Ridge Racer has 12 games. The Fast and Furious has 6 games. Go down to Outrun, 9 games. Mario Kart, 7. Daytona, 6. Arcade, total 143 games on here. Crash and Burn, 35. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to go into Arcade and just kind of go through, put them all out there and find them. I'm not going to mention every game, but just to kind of get a little bit of an idea here. And when I come across something, and again, there's 143, but I'm not really sure where games like Batman would be, or Road Blasters, of course, Fast and Furious. I want to play Fast and Furious. I have not played that on here for so long. Now I am interested in games like Pole Position. You know, I mean, we're talking, since this is a PC, this is going to be, you know, the total arcade ROMs here. I mean, we're not talking Dreamcast anymore or PlayStation. I mean, Rave Racer. This should be like what we played on an arcade cabinet or on the Ridge Racer cabinet. So here we go. Look at, oh my gosh, there is Road Blasters. You get the startup like it was an actual arcade cabinet. I just went on Cruisin. So instead of the N64 now it's the real deal. All right, let's see how Cruisin plays. I had a little issue with the steering on the gaming box, and this seems to be handling pretty good. I'm purposely like going all over the place just to kind of test out the wheel, and yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I went right into that car. This is sure a lot better than the N64 version, so it's cool. And I was wrong about some of them not being, you know, Dreamcast. There are still Dreamcast and PlayStation portals on here along with the arcade ROMs. And this is not the N64. But I did see that the Dreamcast Daytona was on here along with the actual Sega, so it's cool that you get a little bit of both. Ooh, I pulled it towards me. I'm really getting into it. You have the Nintendo logo up there. Oh!
Gentlemen, start your engines.
I do have to say that the Dreamcast port plays really good. And that's what I'm used to playing. I have had that on several of my cabinets. This is like the real deal now. Handles really good. You know, I was just watching Days of Thunder the other day too. This is 93. This came out, well, about what, a few years later. coin and start, press once, takes you right back to the main menu, and I'm really liking using the A and B button to just go up and down the menu. So in the arcade, all the games in here, I think it's just easier for me to just kind of find the title that I'm looking for and then select my favorites. And look at this, we have Batman. So we have a couple different Batmobiles. We have the Dark Knight. Looks like Batman and Robin. Oh, looks like I selected Batman and Robin, okay.
Batman, the Joker's...
Okay, right out of the Batcave. In everyone's favorite Batman movie. Now the start button is your fire button. So the only time I've played this, let me turn it down just a hair. Only time I played this was at Dave & Buster's, so it's pretty cool having this. You know, right on the Fast and Furious. This is great. I mean, if you have the gaming box, you have a great amount of games. But you don't have Batman, you don't have Fast and Furious, Road Blasters, so there was a few reasons why I wanted to go ahead and get the PC build. And yeah, these games are incredible.
Severe damage.
I guess I was supposed to shoot those guys. I was looking for the Joker. And yeah, you can just hold it down. You don't have to like press it over and over. So pretty cool. Let's get to the main game here, and that is Road Blasters. This is the entire reason why I went with the PC build, and everything else was just an extra, like having Batman and having, of course, Fast and Furious, but having Road Blasters, one of my favorite games. Going back, and it's going to be a little tricky playing this because you don't have the the triggers on here, but I'm guessing it's going to be the start button. That will be the fire button. That's how it was in Batman. But let's coin up and give it a shot here. So I don't have my guns yet. Okay, gotta watch out for those cars. So we're just steering. Oh my gosh, we have Road Blasters. This is incredible. Can I get between? It's like the days of playing it on the NES. Wow, this steers really good. Get right in between. Wow, this game is incredible. Honestly, this is the reason why I went with this. Here we go. Get the future city down there. I mean, it's incredible how, okay, is it the, So it's not the start button. Let me press A. It's not A, it's not B, it's X. Okay, so X is my trigger, so knowing that now. And the gentleman from Buy Stuff did say on their video that, you know, controls were gonna be different on you know, I thought that was fuel per game, so just something you're gonna have to get used to. Sound like Doc Brown. We need fuel. Oh, we ran out of gas. I'm gonna blame the fact that I thought it was gonna be A or start to shoot, so we'll try it again. It's X to fire, so here we go. Yeah, so X is the we're just gonna shoot these cars out of our way now. Now that we know what we're doing. So driving with the right hand, it would be cool, I guess, if you have the Star Wars arcade one up. That's got to be the next PC build. That flight yoke's got to be perfect because of the triggers. I keep thinking that is fuel. Nonetheless, this is awesome. I mean, what a great game. Like this is worth getting the PC build in my opinion. And plus having Batman. Like those two and Fast and Furious, which we will check out Fast and Furious, but I'm just having so much fun playing Road Blasters. This, honestly, this gives this cabinet a whole new life with me. Something that was just kind of idling is now I'm going to play a lot of it. Oh, I thought I could get in between. This is a game that I am going to play the heck out of. Come on, I missed it. I missed it. You gotta be kidding me.
Reserve fuel awarded based on score.
No, I was pressing the wrong button. I was pressing B. Oh, I lost my ammo. That's gonna be the thing to kind of get used to, is the fact of, you know, feeling around for the right button. It's not like the triggers are on the wheel like in the arcade. So it just takes some getting used to when you're using this, when you're playing it on. Actually, this is probably on the Ridge Racer and Outrun cabinet. If they have this for Fast and Furious, so got to be the same way. You know, it's just a little bit different playing it on those cabinets versus having a dedicated flight yoke. And you could say the same thing for Spy Hunter too. You know, again, that's a perfect game for the Star Wars yoke. I do want to mention that there are a few games like Fast and Furious, Batman, that'll take a little bit to boot up. Like it's like a computer of its own. So this is what Fast and Furious was supposed to be. And I want to end the video, the review, the gameplay with Fast and Furious because this was the issue. This is, people wanted this version. We didn't get it. And now we have it. It only took doing a few mods to this cabinet, and now having an actual PC in here. And look, we can pick the Eclipse. This is the car that wasn't available, and now it is. So this is the true game for this cabinet. So if you have Fast and Furious, and you know you're a fan of all these games, I recommend picking this up. It is a pricey mod. I no doubt about that. It's, you know, you have to do something before this for everything to work. But I have Fast and Furious again, and I completely forgot how to play this. Takes a little getting used to. Something that I liked about this cabinet when I first got this with the two games was this was a pedal to the metal. There was really nothing that I had to do. I didn't have to worry about drifting or making I guess I got to make a little bit of accurate turns here, but it was just hammer the pedal and just, you know, kind of just see what happens. Ridge Racer, a little more complex. Man, does this feel right? Just playing Fast and Furious on the Fast and Furious cabinet. Yeah, so no matter what happens, you're back on track. You crash into every car, do some amazing leaps, and yeah, you're just... And it's different because I think some of the courses on the arcade went up weren't legit on what was on actually on this, so it's like I just got a new cabinet. That's how this feels, and I think it shows too because I have, you know, absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
Checkpoint.
There'll be some future videos of gameplay. The only downside, and I always say this, is I wish we could play these online. That would be just unbelievable. But we can play in the same, you know, if you had a few of these cabinets, they could all link together. Like, you have that option. You just got to find someone to play with. But I think for the fun factor, even though I'm racing against the computer, it's like a whole new library of games. Something completely different. It just feels like I have a brand new cabinet again. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank Buy Stuff for making, dare I say, the best racing build yet.
What's your name?
PD7. And you know what? I am going to, look at how sensitive this is. I am going to practice and get as good as I can on Road Blasters, Fast and Furious. Come on, one more. Nope. There we go. Tried to get to end, but it gave it to me. Thanks for watching, guys. I mean, we got freaking Road Blasters on an arcade 1-up. We never got this from them. This is what I'm talking about. The hobby has changed. We didn't get certain cabinets from arcade 1-up, but others are giving it to us. And now we finally have Fast and Furious, and we have Road Blasters that we can play at home. I'm gonna get good at this, and just like the days of playing the NES and trying to find that X button in the dark, and I still can't do that. So I wish there was a steering wheel we could get with buttons on here. I wish maybe Buy Stuff will make that. Maybe they'll make a button for both sides, and it would just be a little easier to fire at these cars. I thought ending with this, I kind of show off a little bit. I am extremely rusty.
Tap special weapon to increase performance.
I just had to look down, like, okay, X is the second from the bottom, so I just... Eventually, it will just be like the back of your hand. Look at these motorcycles. I don't remember them from the... Okay, there we go. We'll shoot down those cycles. Oh, this is awesome.
Eat leg.
Woohoo.
Mines ahead. Warning, no.
Oh yeah, the mines and people shooting at you, and we're running out of gas.
Fuel gun.
This is like the Knight Rider, you know, at the end, you know, when you're watching the, I don't know if it's the beginning or the end of Knight Rider, but you know, kind of dark, and you see Kit just going through the desert and getting stuck.